guys. I've been looking forward to this. It's nice and cold too. Nice, cold and delicious. I love it.
Say hello.
Hi. It's good and toasty out here too, guys. Because yesterday was in the 90s. Today, I think it's like in the 80s. It's warm. Jokey Joe? What kind of name is that? What's up, y'all? I guess it's one of the prayers for the Muslims. That's what you can hear in the background. What's up, Ibrahim? Thank you. I'm sweaty. This one got coconut. Cooling off a little bit. How are you guys doing? It's a lovely Tuesday. It's peaceful. It's a peaceful day. What topic, Jokey Joe? Jokey Joe. That's a funny name. Jokey Joe. What's happening? I told you guys if you want me to do a video on a certain topic, you can just send me an email. What's up, Giovanni? It's been good. Just been relaxing. And apartment hunting. Apartment hunting in Brooklyn. And looking forward to starting my pre-doc internship next month. Jokey Joe, you said sexuality. Okay, sexuality is a very broad topic. So what in particular pertaining to sexuality would you like me to discuss? Because that's a very, very broad topic. Sexuality. What type of sexuality? Homosexuality? Pansexuality? There's a lot of juice up in here. He asked me, he was like, which one do you want? The big one or the small one? This is the big one for $10. The smaller coconut was $7. This is for $10. feels so good to cool down in the shade. Ah. Women's viewpoint on porn and how it affects relationships.
And that initial case was for, it wasn't even on you.
I don't like to watch porn. Because porn, a lot of porn is just dry. All they do is just have sex. That's not entertaining to me. Just watching somebody have sex. I like a storyline. And it has to be a certain type of porn for me to watch it. I like storylines. So if it's like embedded into a actual story, like sex embedded into actual story, then yeah. But just to watch like hours of sex, that don't do nothing for me. Does nothing. But I'll probably talk about that in my next video. Let's see. This is a lot of juice. I'm going to be so full. I might even have an appetite when I finish eating this. Where are you from? Where are you guys watching from? I remember going down to Miami when I used to live in Florida, and they got coconut trees everywhere. You just walk up to any tree and just grab coconuts off the tree. Brandon. we still best friends. That's my best friend. We just live like states apart, but that's like my brother. And I told him I'm going to kidnap him and bring him to New York. As soon as I move into my new place, he might be my first visitor. I tell him everything. It's my road dog. Congrats on all your endeavors. The topic I would love to hear from you is how the lust of the eye and body breaks up marriages. Infidelity that shows when people link up. Is it sexual or real love? Island style coconut, big up. Yeah. Got this one right over here in Brooklyn. Yeah, I think lust can break up relationships. But is it really lust, or is it lack of honesty and truthfulness? Like, if people were honest about what they wanted, and the other partner is understanding and accepting, there's no need to break up at all. I told my ex-boyfriend that I was open to polygamy, and his eyes lit up. His eyes was like, and for the longest, I guess he thought that I was just like strictly monogamous, right? And I'm just like, you know what, if you were honest and came to me and said you wanted to bring in another woman into the relationship, as long as, like, you know, of course, he checks out. You can't just be bringing in anybody into the relationship. You gotta check out, you know what I'm saying? And I like her, and, you know, she's cool, and what's the harm in that? It's no harm. I'm secure in myself and who I am, so it's not like I'm gonna be jealous or anything. Whatever makes you happy. It's all about happiness. If you ever see him, tell him I said hi. Oh, I talk to him all the time. He's in Ohio, though. I'm in New York, but we talk all the time on the phone for hours and hours and hours and hours. That's my best friend. But I'll let him know that you said hello. Y'all used to clown in high school, I bet. Fred is so much fun to be around. He's so cool. Fred did not want to get married, though. I brought up marriage and Fred ran the other way. But this was many years ago, though. Me and him, we known each other for a long time, since I graduated from college. I met him the same year I graduated from college, 2006. So 14 years. What's up, Sammy? Yeah, I think a lot of men try to force themselves to be monogamous, and they try to pretend like they're gonna be just only be with one woman, when really they want to be with multiple women for the excitement. And I think it also kind of solidifies their manhood, their sense of manhood anyway. You know? Because that's what they promote in the media. Like, you see men with multiple women, it's just like they winning, right? Like, I just saw this video of Brother Polite. He threw a party in, I think he's in Hollywood, California now. And he threw this big party. I think it's still going on. He's on IG. He's promoting it like on IG and Facebook. His name is Brother Polite. He's a conscious, you know, leader in the black community. And he got like all these, I think he got 4 wives, but he got like all these women surrounding him at the party. And people are like throwing shade on him, saying like, oh, he's fronting, he's becoming more like these rappers, you know, what he used to like preach against. And, you know, I'm like, shit, that's obviously, I think the men are somewhat jealous because he got like all these women on him. It's like the more women makes him look better, right, as a man. This is just an example I'm giving you guys, but it's like it makes a man kind of like appear to be like stronger, you know, have more money, just more attractive, more appealing, I guess, in the eyes of a woman. Because nobody, it's like the saying goes, nobody want a man that nobody wants. So somehow people equate more women with success. It's like same thing with money. The more money you have, the more success, the better. Same thing, more women, you know. You're in Flatbush, Rutland Road, in the 90s. I know, I love Brooklyn. For the longest, I was trying to debate, like, what neighborhood should I stay in? Which borough? And I was, like, it was hard for me to kind of come to a decision between Brooklyn and Manhattan. Because I'm living in Upper East Side now, Manhattan, and it's okay. I like it. I like Harlem. Of course, I like to be anywhere where black people are. But, you know, I like Brooklyn has a different flavor. I think it's definitely way more diverse in terms of the black culture. You have, like, all kinds of black people here. African Americans, West Indians, some Africans here, too, in Brooklyn. Very culture. Harlem is mostly African Americans in Harlem, mostly. Dude ran. I remember I pulled him through the windows of the school because he was late for school. Then the next day he told the teacher he wanted to go home. So he jumped out of the window and ran home. The whole class started laughing, and Turk couldn't find where he went. Why would he jump out the window? He jumped out the window. Yeah, when I say he ran, not literally, but like figuratively, he was just like, he shut down. I don't know, guys be freaking out when you mention the M word. Like, whoa. And then they associate it with being locked down, as if like you're in a cage or you're in prison. Because lockdown is obviously is not good, you know, being locked down. And they look at being single as being free. But I think it just depends on the terms of your relationship and your marriage. Because marriage, I think, can be a great thing. It's a partnership, you know, especially if you're talking about from a business perspective. Definitely build. You can build financially, build wealth, you know, between two people, and procreate, create a legend, you know, be a power couple. Just depends on what both people bring to the table. But yeah, definitely communication and understanding, I think, is important. Some people don't really try to understand the other person. They want to be understood, but they don't want to really understand the other person and where they're coming from. What's up, Charlemagne? Charlie. Where are you at? Are you in DC? This coconut has a lot of juice in it.
Excuse me. Where'd you get your coconut from?
I got it from right around the corner. Just make a left right here at the corner, and it's a
There's
truck.
Guy. He's selling fruit.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
He has them for like $7 and $10.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Alright, you're in the DMV area. I am in New York. I'll be all over the place. But yes, I'm finally back in New York for good. I finished my 4-year term out in LA, working on my PhD. I'm done with that. He didn't want to stay in school. You should ask him again and see if he wants to. No, if I ask him now, he probably would be like, of course he would say yeah now. I think what it is, sometimes people really don't understand or like really see a person's worth until they're not together anymore. Now granted, like we've been always like this, right? And Fred, he's just such a gentleman. He's very respectful. He never disrespected me. He always appreciated me and valued me and just, you know, uplifted me and everything. But I think even more so, like, after our breakup. We was together for 5 years. It's my longest relationship. So we best friends. You in Maryland. You talking about how we gonna hook up? You in Maryland. Hook up to do what? I don't understand. Y'all dudes, this is the thing. I be meeting guys off dating apps, right? And y'all get my phone number. We talk for, you know, a little while, a couple weeks, maybe a month or two. And then, what happens? Lose interest, maybe. Life happens. And then y'all pop up, like on my Facebook. And then all of a sudden y'all just want to be, like I got a message from this guy. He lives, I think, in Pennsylvania. And he come messaging me. I'm just like, I be so confused. Like, way I look at it is like when you had your shot, that's it. You only get one shot with me. You had your shot. After that, I'm not interested really. Nah, I move on. I like him as a friend. I could tell you could tell him I laugh. Nah, you just that's your own interpretation. I like Fred as a friend. I don't, you know, not really as a dating partner necessarily. But the last time I saw Fred was when I moved to New York. 2014 was when I left Atlanta and I moved to New York. And he saw me off at the airport.
What's going on?
He saw me off at the airport. It was a bittersweet moment.
What's up? Any day now, right?
But
26. Oh, so you got another week or two. Okay. Yeah.
I've thought about that too. Like, what if we both become life partners? Nah, that ain't. I mean, we are life partners because we're best friends. Like, he ain't going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. We're gonna always be friends, like to death, for real. I done told him all my secrets about my dating adventures. He knows about all of that. I can trust him, you know. He's like the only person in this world that I can trust like that. Do women know the techniques to keep a black man intrigued? Do black men know the techniques how to keep a black woman intrigued? Facebook has lots of weirdos. And a Virginia woman shares facts. It's appreciated. I don't know. Can a person really keep another person intrigued? I don't think it's another person's job to keep person intrigued. I keep myself intrigued. I don't think it's your partner's job to keep the other partner entertained. I don't think so. I don't believe in that. Because when you think about it, we all bring in our own emotional, psychological baggage and trauma into any kind of relationship, right? And so, a person could be experiencing like mental distress, emotional distress. They ain't got nothing to do with the relationship whatsoever. And they can be triggered by different things that happen throughout the course of that relationship that link back to earlier experiences that have nothing to do with that relationship. So you mean to tell me if your partner, let's say, falls into depression or, you know, whatever issues they have, it's the other person's responsibility to heal them? I don't know. That's what, you need to go get therapy for that. But, I'm not here to entertain nobody. When you say intrigue, it sounds like to entertain. I don't think no partner should be there to entertain the other partner. If you want entertainment, turn on the TV. That's just me. Listen, I have my own perspective. That's just me. I think I'm all done. A little bit left. Charlamagne, we won't have nothing to talk about. You have my number. If you lost it too, that's your fault. You glow when you say his name, but there is something there, maybe a spark. I glow when I say his name? That's my best friend. You funny. That's my best friend. We've been through a lot. Baby, no. Look at this cat, y'all. Oh, this cat is just like all up on your girl. Come on now. What's going on? He just like brushed up against me. And I don't even do cats. Come on. I do dogs, but I don't do cats. I just don't do cats. Where your parents? You belong to somebody, you get on a collar. Where are your parents? Just look. Seriously? This cat. This cat trying to be my friend. Gonna sit right here. I cannot with these animals. I think I drunk it all. I think that's the problem. I think that's the reason why like relationships don't last, because if you have a certain expectation, right, of a person in a relationship and they fail to meet, see you put all your hair on me, brushing up against me, trying to steal my glow, my energy. Oh, this is what I don't do with cats, man. You put your hair on me. But if you have that certain expectation of a person in a relationship, right, and then they fail to meet the expectation, you're going to be disappointed. And then over time, disappointment continues to grow. It becomes like bitterness and anger. And then, of course, it's going to lead to a breakup, you know, because who wants to be with somebody that you feel anger towards? So that's a false expectation to have of someone. You expect them to make you intrigued. So you're looking for an entertainer. I think people, they have these warped views on what they think a partner is supposed to be, right? And it's really misaligned, because not to say that's right or wrong. It could be a correct view in your world, right? As long as your partner understands that that's the role that you expect them to play. But that's where the issue lies. A lot of people don't expect going in to be playing these roles that the other partner expects them to. They don't have that. They don't know anything about it, right? They don't know that the partner wanted them to come into their life to keep them intrigued, or to be their maid and clean up, or cook for them 3 times a day. They probably didn't know that. That's why communication is important, because if you don't know these things and your partner has these expectations, and then you're not meeting those expectations, your partner gonna be sad. They're gonna be mad, and that's when they try to look outside of the relationship to get their needs met, because they're not happy. They're not happy, and they're trying to go find somebody else to meet those needs. So, no. Relationships can become boring if you with someone. Keep them happy, wanting you interested, spice stuff up. I see lots of my friends saying their mate is boring, intrigued. Keep their interest on you. It's a good topic, really. I don't know. I mean, okay, maybe I get where you're coming from. Like, I'm thinking that when you just said that, it made me think about this guy that I was dating. And he's boring as hell. He's boring. He's a Muslim. He don't do nothing. When I say nothing, he don't do nothing. He just pray 5 times a day, go to work, come home. That's it. Go to the mosque, pray. That's it. That's all he do. That's boring. So it's not that I was looking for him to keep me intrigued, but yes, I want a partner that I can do fun things with. It's a difference, right? He don't have to entertain me, but let's go out and do things. I like to live and experience life. I don't like to be like in the house all day. So I think that's a difference. See, when a person plants a seed in a relationship and it don't work out, but you do come around and water the friendship, years later you will have a big garden and you will end up learning each other. And Fred is your soulmate. Look, no guy can't make you smile like Fred. No, many guys have made me smile. But Fred does have a special place in the sense that it's hard to put into words. We just been through so much together where we might as well say we were married. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we've been through it. We struggled together. we struggled, like bottom struggle, you know? And yeah, like that's, I can tell he loved me, you know what I'm saying? He's just a good person. Like, he definitely loved me unconditionally. He still do. You know, and I love him too. As a friend. What is the goal of a relationship? It depends on you and your partner. What is it that you want? For me, I'm 36 years old. I don't have any kids. So my goal is to have some damn kids. My goal is to procreate. That's my goal. And to have somebody who, you know, I trust, who I can grow with, who I can build with, you know, get this paper together with. That's my goal. But see, this damn cat put his hair on me. Freaky cat. Saying that my reception is kind of in and out. I don't know if the reception is bad or whatever. But y'all, just to each his own.
He's living a life. Huh?
That's your cat?
No.
Oh.
I saw him this morning though. Somebody owns it because he has a bell on.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
he's living a good life.
He just,
I know that.
he
He's
just
healthy.
came and just like sat up against me and brushed.
Yeah, he's friendly.
Yeah.
He's fixed, evidently.
Yeah. Wow, that's a long cat. Put his hair on me. This is the thing, because I oil my skin, right? So, my hair is sticking to my skin. I mean, it's a good topic. I think it depends on what you want. To each his own. Some people want a lot of sex. Because sex is spiritual, but it's also biological too. There are different biological functions that take place during sex, you know. Arousal, during the excitement phase, orgasm. You release certain chemicals in your brain that make you feel good when you know, orgasm. And sometimes people rely on those chemicals that are released during sex as a means of coping. It's like self-medication in a way, right? Like, you know, sometimes people do that, and it's like they have these cravings, these insane cravings for sex. Like, more than usual, right? So some people have, like, you know, a sex drive outside of this world. And when you ejaculate, when you orgasm, it's a good feeling. And you seek that good feeling. It's just like, it's a high. You crave that high over and over and over again. And sometimes it's a form of self-medication. Just like smoking weed, getting high. You know, what are you medicating? What is it that you're trying to deal with, you're coping with? Yeah, sex is good, but damn, some people, they got a problem with it, you know? And it's more of a biological thing. Say which guys I've dated. Who are gentle and loving like Fred. I know, right? That's like they say, the good women like the bad guys. We don't like the good ones. But Fred, Fred got a little bit thug in him too. Look at you trying to play matchmaker, Brandon. I'm going to tell him too. I'm going to call him today. And let him know. See, he at work now. Let him know. I'm going to call his ass today too. Let him know what you talking about. He going to laugh. Nah, we cool. We best friends. I met his mom. Me and Fred used to live together, obviously. But we used to live together before we became like girlfriend and boyfriend. We were best friends. And we moved in together. You know, we were roommates. We became roommates to save money. This was back in Florida. And his mom came to visit us from Ohio. She came down to Florida. She's cool. Man, I seen it so long ago. Like, damn. But yeah, she did come. His mom cool though. I met his mom. She helped us out when we were struggling. You made me think about him. It's not unusual for me to think about him. He's my best friend. It ain't like he's some long lost lover that I haven't thought about. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get this freaking cat. Don't you come over here ever again. Nah, we keep in touch. He's gonna be my travel partner too. I told him like he need to get his passport. I got mine last year. I haven't went anywhere yet, but I'm like, we're gonna be travel buddies. Yeah, he the only one that understands my craziness. That's why we best friends. You gotta get somebody who can match your craziness. He get it. He crazy too, so we get it. You know, we get each other. We definitely understand. I gotta find out what I'm gonna eat today. A man should stimulate a woman's mind. Sex is just the end climax of mental foreplay stimulation. A lot of people don't know their goal when getting with whoever, having a keen sense of who they are. Sense of who they are. Learn self to build with that special one. Some don't want a relationship. They just want to hit it and quit it and then gone. Yeah, they're just trying to get their physical needs met. They don't want like an attachment. I think naturally we all crave like a sense of belonging. You know, we naturally are social beings, right? But because of different life experiences that we've had, it has shaped us to, you know, become certain things. And some people just don't want attachment. Even women, not just men. Some women don't want attachment. But it's like, do they not want attachment, or do they not want to risk what comes along with attachment? Which is also the potential for being hurt, right? When you get attached to somebody and they disappoint you, they have the potential to hurt you, especially when your feelings are involved. So some people say, I don't want attachment, but is that really what you don't want, or is that you don't want to be hurt? There's a difference. So to protect themselves, they just say, I don't want attachment, right? It's just like people saying, oh, I don't want to come to New York. No, you want to come to New York. You just don't want to get sick, because the people have painted this picture that New York is like the center of COVID. the epicenter of COVID, so they like looking at New York like, ew, New York is disgusting. It's like a negative association that they make. You stupid. You talking about this is my boy, girlfriend, fiance. What's the name? His cousin Pete, he want to see us together too. He still call me cousin. They want to see us together. Cause they actually like to see us. That damn, I think that freaking cat gave me freaking allergies, man.
Yes.
Coming up on me like that. Nasty ass cat. Yeah, he's a hard-working man. He's a hard-working man. I think what it is that, like, he let me, I'm more assertive than he is. And I don't like relationships like that. I don't like when I'm in a relationship with a guy where I dominate him. Because I definitely dominated him. I don't like it like that. I like it where, you know, a guy can be responsible enough to dominate me. Not like in a bad way, but, you know, like just the traditional. Where the man wears the pants, he calls the shots, you know. Makes the decisions. With my help, of course, you know. That's just how I like it. But, hey, I'm about to go, you guys. A lot of people have said that, but I doubt it. Everybody, it's like the neighborhood cat, huh?
I know. I hope they're not throwing them away.
He just, I don't know where it came. He just came up to me and he was sitting next to me, like rub up against me.
He comes and hangs out on my staircase. I'll come out and just give him pets. He'll just be sitting there hanging out.
Yeah.
I think he's everybody's cat.
Oh, okay. I guess neighborhood pet. I'm about to go, guys. I just had to take a break and relax a little bit. My feet. I've been walking a good distance today. I was in downtown Brooklyn. I was in Borum Hills checking out this apartment. It looked nice on the pictures, but I'm just like, do I want to walk up 4 flights of stairs every day? Hell no. You gotta have an elevator. That's something I like the older buildings because it has a historic value to it, but nah. Some luxuries that are afforded to you when you move into a modern building, like an elevator, in case you don't feel like walking up 4 flights of stairs, especially with groceries and furniture. Like, nah. Then my family come to visit me. My mom, she's at the age where, nah, taking 4 flights of stairs is just not her thing. So that wouldn't work. So I gotta consider other things when choosing an apartment. The good thing about the modern buildings, though, is that they have central AC. They have amenities like rooftop access, pool, stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I probably would do it because, I mean, you pay a little bit extra. So it's the difference between paying like $2,200 for like a 1-bedroom in a historic building versus like $3,000 or $3,200 in a modern building. Everybody love that cat. It's something about that cat. It's just something. You like the third person that stopped. You like the third person who stopped and like acknowledged the cat. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's a neighborhood cat. Let's hope my live don't cut off. Why would it cut off abruptly? It don't cut off abruptly. I usually cut it off unless the reception is bad. How I feel about the mask. COVID is real. Is it? Does the mask really protect this whole social distance 6 feet stuff? All I know, if you sneeze near me, I'm out. Listen, I was in Brooklyn. I was in Borum Hill. I've been in like in Borum Hills the past several days. And I'm walking down the street, and this lady, a black lady, she was older, maybe in her 50s. She was stopped in front of the post office, looking inside, and she was like, "Wait, what time is it open? Is it closed?" I say, "Yeah, I think it's closed. It was on a Sunday." I said, "It's closed." She was like, "It's Sunday?" I say, "It's Sunday." She was like, "Oh, see, that's what this dang on COVID do to you, man. This is COVID." She's like, "Ever since I got it back in March, it's COVID." And I say, "Oh, you, have you gotten better? You know, we're in August, right?" And she talking about the COVID got her or whatever. And she said she had it back ever since March. So I say, "Have you gotten better?" She was like, "I'm trying to, but that's the reason why I'm walking slow." And we were standing, she definitely was 6 feet away from me. I don't be up in people's face. People be asking me like, "Do I social distance?" I'm like, "There ain't nothing new. I don't be in people's face." Like, I'm a person that is more to myself than anything. I always been this way before COVID. I'm just to myself. So yeah, she was like, "That's why I'm walking. You know, I have to pace myself because it messes with my lungs. My lungs is bad." I'm like, "Damn." So when you hear testimonies like that, it convinces you that yes, it's real, because you got people who have actually caught it and they feeling the symptoms. They're affected by this, right? So I don't take it lightly. I definitely don't take it lightly. But I think that many of us have been exposed to it and may have not even known, because everybody's immune system is different. Some of us can get exposed to it, like that woman. She got exposed to it and it hit her hard, and she can barely breathe. She can't even walk at a certain pace. She has to walk at a certain pace, because if she walks fast, then she's not able to breathe. And she was older. She was like in her 50s. I'm in my 30s. I'm in pretty good health, but you just never know. Knock on wood, you never know. So it affects everybody differently, depending on your biological makeup. Text Fred and ask him, meet you 95% and you and me in 5% relationship, and see if he takes the dominant role. he take the dominant role in terms of finances. Shit, he pay all the bills. He brought in the money and he let me manage the money. His paycheck went to mine. We had to share the bank account. We had to share a bank account. His money went to my bank, or to our bank. But I had control. What? Deborah, what are you talking about? A really hot live? What's a hot live? What is that? What is a hot live? Somebody else asked me to talk about how porn affects relationships. Like, I ain't about to talk about that right now. I'll talk about that probably the next one. I just came to sip my coconut and talk to y'all for a little bit, but I am about to bounce. It's nice chatting with y'all. About to go grab me some food, get me some ginger. Cause this freaking cat gave me some cooties. Cat gave me the cat cooties. You got me thinking about Fred. You got yourself thinking about Fred. Why don't you call him? Why don't you reach out to him and get his phone number and talk to him? That's your boy. Sound like you miss him. I don't miss him. I mean, I have access to him. That's my best friend. He's not lost in my book because I talk to him all the time. Sound like you haven't talked to your friend in a while, so maybe you should reach out to him. Oh, that really gets your mind going. All right, should I come back later today or maybe tomorrow? Wednesday and do it? What do you want me to talk about? So I got the first suggestion was talk about how porn affects relationships. So did you give me a suggestion, Denver? What was your suggestion? What did you tell me to talk about? Ugh. That's about. Y'all can always email me too. My email address, it should be on my page. This page right here. It should be on my page. You can reach me through my website. My website is on my page. DanielleLeach.com is my name. First and last name.com. Use the contact page on my website to reach me. I check my email every day. What I don't check is my Facebook inbox. I don't check my Facebook messages, number one, because you have to have Messenger. And I don't be wanting to download Facebook Messenger just to check Messenger. On my line, I talk about stimulus package and stimulus checks. On your live, you talk about stimulus package and people, them checks about to be came and gone. $1,200 ain't that much money. But some people get unemployment too. They talking about extending that. I don't get unemployment. But that don't sound like a bad idea. Alright guys, I'm about to go because I'm tired of sitting on the stoop. I'm about to go grab me some food. But I do love the neighborhood though. This is nice. I'm trying to decide where I'm gonna live. Find an apartment soon. I've been in New York April, May, June, July, August, 5 months. Alright, love you guys. Catch you guys later.